So in this video we're going to be creating a piston mount for a shifting gearbox. So in doing this we're going to start with the center portion, and then we'll create one of these outer wings. Then we can use a circular pattern to create the remaining two. So in creating this, we could see that it has a diameter of 0.86 inches. So we'll open up SolidWorks, create a new part, create an extruded boss base on the top plane, create a circle, and using the Smart Dimension tool, dimension it to 0.86 inches. Now we'll exit the sketch, and we can see that the width that we need to extrude to is 0.5 inches. So we'll type that in here and click the check to extrude. So now when we look at the geometry on the inside of this, we can see it as this step here where it has a large extrude cut in the inside, and then it has these tapped threads as indicated by the callout. So we'll start with this little step here. So we can see that it has an inner diameter of 0.624 inches, and because the thickness of this part is 0.3 inches, we can conclude that the thickness of this step is 0.5 minus 0.3, or 0.2. So we'll go to SolidWorks, create an extruded cut. We'll just we'll rotate it around, or we'll just go on the top. And we'll create our circle from the origin and use the Smart Dimension tool to dimension it to 0.624 inches. And then, as we saw earlier, we'll extrude cut that down 0.2 inches. Now we have our part with the step. Now we'll create this threaded part of the hole here. So we could see that it's a 5/8 18 hole, and it's 0.30 deep. So in SolidWorks, we'll click this back face and then select the hole wizard. Now we'll click positions, and it's already placed a hole for us. So we'll just click that hole, then click the origin, click concentric, and then go over to the type, and we'll select tap. And then we'll select the hole size, which was 5/8 18, and we'll just click the check mark. We can see that it's created our tapped section of the hole right there. So now we're done with this center section, and now we can move on to create these wings. Okay, now that we've created this center part, we're ready to create one of the wings. Then we can pattern it around. So we're going to start by creating one. In SolidWorks, we'll start a new sketch on the back side of this part, and now we will sketch out one of the wings. So we can see that it has this inner hole which has a diameter of 0.169, and it has the outer round around it with a radius of 0.13. So we'll sketch that out. So first we'll go to normal 2, and we'll zoom out some. So we'll create a hole, and then using the center point arc tool, an arc around it. Now we'll take two lines from here to some point down on here, delete the extra segment, from here down to some point down on the round. It doesn't have to be tangent. Okay, and now we can see that it's added a tangent relation up top, but not down here. That's good. And on this it hasn't added any tangent relations, but we want it to be tangent up here, so we'll add our own tangent relation. So now we'll make a relation so that this point is directly above the origin. Okay. Now we'll add some dimensions. So the inner circle has a diameter of 0.169. Using the Smart Dimension tool, we'll dimension it to 0.169. And then the outer circle has a radius of 0.13. So we'll use the Smart Dimension tool. Scroll in to get it. And the radius of 0.13. Okay. Now we see this that says that this line is 12 degrees away from vertical, right there. So we'll create a vertical line using the center line tool, and then using the Smart Dimension, we'll dimension it to be 12 degrees away from vertical. Okay, so now we can still move this around a little, so that's not good. But the reason that is because we need to add another 12-degree dimension on the other side. So we'll add that. Now the whole thing's even more restricted. Can't really move much. But we don't want it to be able to move at all. So we'll go back to our drawing, and we can see that it says that these holes are at a 2-inch bolt circle. So if it's a 2-inch diameter bolt circle, then the radius from the center outwards is 1 inch. So we'll enter that dimension. Now the entire thing is turned black. You can't move it at all. That's how we want it to be. So now we'll convert this entity, because you need a solid circle to extrude, or a solid shape to extrude. Right now it has an open contour, so it's not going to work. So we'll select that contour and click Convert Entities. Now we'll just use the Trim tool to trim away the extra, and now we can extrude it, and we'll rotate it, see it extruded the wrong way, so we'll click the little arrow next to Blind, and we can see from our drawing that the thickness is 0.125. We'll enter that. Okay, next we could see that it has tiny little radii right here of radius 0.25 inches. Sorry. So I will use the Fillet tool here to add radii with radius 0.25 inches. Okay. So finally we've created one of our wings, and we'll pattern it. So we go up here to Circular Pattern. Under Pattern Axis, we'll click a circular feature so it has something to pattern about. And then over here in Features to Pattern, we'll select the 2 features that comprise the wing. Then we'll increase the number to 3. Click OK. And it's completed the pattern, and here we have our finished part.